What's up, everybody? I just clocked out. Got a little double-header NBA show heading into the weekend. We're going to talk about two games. The first one is from yesterday night. Was the Lakers-Raptors game where LeBron broke his double-digit point streak. It was just under 1,300 games straight that he had scored at least 10 points. And I want to give him credit because he easily could have gone for the points on the last play of the game. And I was kind of surprised, honestly, that he didn't, because he could have just tried to score, and then if he didn't score, the game would have gone into overtime. But he made a really good play. He drove to the rim and kicked it out to a shooter in the corner, like he's done a gazillion times in his career. And Rui Hachimura drilled the shot to win the game. So LeBron ended with 8 points on, I think it was like 4 of 17 shooting. I think he also had 6 or 7 rebounds, and of course had 11 assists and no turnovers, actually. He had one missed layup that probably could have counted as a turnover. He was driving to the rim and had Jackson Hayes open for a dump-off pass. LeBron went up for a layup and just absolutely smoked it off the bottom of the rim. And that was kind of indicative of the game for him. He was able to get to the basket, but he just had no bounce in his legs. He's clearly still very strong, but the athletic burst just was not there in that game last night. Austin Reeves was awesome. He was absolutely crazy in the third quarter. He and Brandon Ingram were going back and forth, hitting some really, really difficult shots. The Lakers played again tonight. LeBron did not play in that game. They got beat pretty bad by the Celtics. But we'll see. I have a hard time imagining that LeBron will play next season if the year it goes anything like this. I think he'll get better. Certainly think he'll get better. He kind of reminds me a little bit of Brent Burns with the Avalanche this year, who looked really old and really just slow and kind of lackadaisical with the puck in his first few games with the team. But he's gotten a lot better and has become a really good contributor. So I think LeBron will have a decent season. I don't think he's going to be like that all year. But I'm not surprised that he didn't play tonight. I'll put it at that. That brings us, of course, to the Nuggets-Hawks game from tonight, which was another really good game. It looked like it was going to be a blowout in the first quarter. Atlanta came out and they were just shooting like crazy. The Nuggets couldn't hit a thing. They nearly doubled up the Nuggets at one point. Like, it was 37-20, I think, at one point near the end of the first quarter. It was really ugly. But Jokic had a great game. He scored 40. A lot of just easy buckets too. Like, multiple plays where he was able to get post position and get an entry pass, and then just one pivot and then lay it up and in. But he had some good back and forth with Porzingis as well, who I thought played a pretty good game. I thought Jalen Johnson looked really good. He had a couple of really, really impressive athletic plays. Dyson Daniels, same thing. And for the Nuggets, I was really continue to be really impressed with Tim Hardaway, who is just creating a lot of space and creating a lot of really good looks for this team. And I was really impressed with Cam Johnson this game too. I think he's been okay so far. And his stats in this game weren't crazy. I think he ended with like 16 points. But I feel like he's getting more active with the ball. He's making plays on defense. He's hitting shots when he needs to, and he's just adding a lot to the team. So I was really happy to see that. It was a really fun game. The Nuggets made a big run at the end of the third and into the beginning of the fourth quarter. Actually, with Jokic on the bench, I think they went on like a 19-2 run at one point. So after looking like it was going to be a blowout at the beginning of the game, it looked like it was going to end up being a blowout the other way. And then the Hawks made a run to get back into it. It all came down to this really kind of odd play at the end of the game where kind of the opposite of what happened with the LeBron play in the Raptors-Lakers game from yesterday. The Nuggets were up 3. Nickeil Alexander-Walker is handling the ball for the Hawks, who also had a really nice game. He had a 30-piece. He's handling the ball. He's out at the top, outside the arc. The Nuggets have the 3-point looks covered really, really well. He ultimately drives in, and he has not like a wide open pass, but a pretty open looking pass to a shooter in the corner. And instead he decides to just take the layup with like 3 seconds to go and try to foul and extend the game that way, try to foul and turn it into a free throw contest. But of course Jamal Murray gets free off of the inbounds pass and the game is over right there. So it was a really fun game. It was back and forth. Both teams were super duper hot at different times throughout the game. But yeah, it just ended on kind of a weird note. I still thought the Hawks looked pretty good. They're really big. They have a lot of really athletic players. But it was just kind of odd. Kind of a weird decision there to end the game. But hey, you take them how you can get them. It was a good win for the Nuggets. Peace.